need to do is measure. I gotta measure and cut this trim. Sorry about the lighting. All right, so what I have to do is measure from the top up here. All right, so this is going to be exactly 78.5. And once I get it up over here, then I measure across and get the top. So that's what I got to do. What I think happened here was that he took this off so he would be able to put that chain up. So I've got to take the chain down to put this up. So I really think that's what happened. Again, vandalism. So what I think happened is that in order for him to put this up, he took the trim off. Couldn't leave it somewhere where I could reuse it. So I'm just going to take this down. I'll figure out another way to put it up. And it's spot on. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this up, but I got to charge up my pancake compressor. So I'll be right back. Alright, so that is done. Just gotta put the trim on, get it lined up properly. Alright, this door is crooked, lordy. Alright, let's bring it in. I'm going to have to find something. I just realized all this. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see outside. So if anybody knows how I can fix that, let me know. All right. Do it on the diagonal. And do it here. There we go. There's supposed to be a bit of a reveal. People, when you put these safety mechanisms off and difficult to use, people take them off. Am I out? All right. All right. On the top. All right. I may have cut it too long. Oh, what do you know? I cut it just right. That's chipped out wood. I'll get that off in a second. But I got it. What do you know? That's the first time I've ever done that. I'll rub that little barb off the end. All right, that's done. All you gotta do is paint it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put on a new deadbolt and a new door latch for the front door. So I'll turn the camera around so you aren't backlit. This is not going to be a how-to video, but it is going to be a minute because I got to cut this open. When the deadbolt was installed, it was installed upside down. So there you have it. Didn't it? My bestie came by and we don't know how many people have kept the keys to this trailer, so for security reasons I think this is best. Let a few years go by, switch this out again, who knows. Okay, that was easy peasy. What kind of get up is this? What? Hang on a minute. All right, what is this? Look at that. I can't get the lighting angle. Look at that. They glued this on. They just glued that on. Look how far back the screws are. Yo, who does that? Why would you glue this on? Unbelievable. Why would you do that? Yo, that is glued in there. Oh, Pete's sake. I'm trying to figure out how in the world to get this thing off of here. This is crazy. I know, I'm using a paint key. That's not gonna work. I mean, I can't even turn it. Oh man. I can't even reach the screws. This is wild. There it goes. Oh, good. door's been kicked in a few times. I think I'm going to leave the strike plate alone because it's pretty jerry-rigged in here. But let me see how long the screws are. I may want to put in a longer screw. Let me see what they have in here. Alright, they got just your standard door screws. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to bring in some 3-inch screws, maybe some 4-inch, and really drive it in so no one can kick the door. Well, they can, but it'll take a while. So let me try it. I gotta get going for the night, but that is one thing off the punch list. I have put deglosser on this and deglossed this door, and I'm going to put a primer on here, and then I'm going to spray paint it. Alright, let's... Okay, this dried great. It's a good, thorough, almost 2 coats. All right. It's gonna take 1 or 2 coats. Yes, it's working on it. Because it doesn't matter. See it. It doesn't work. Okay, I gotta go ahead and pick this off. Alright, what I'll do is I'll spray some spray paint on a little paintbrush and dab it, and it'll be perfect. Alright, let's let this dry, and then I'll do coat number 2, which I won't show because putting green on green, you can't really see it. I see a little bit of holiday here, But once I do the second coat, those holidays will disappear. Alright, I decided, my neighbor, I'm sure if you watched the property marker video with my neighbor, anytime she sees me with a camera, she's got to turn her lawnmower on, so I just have to deal with it. What I did was, I went ahead and I repainted the door. I decided it should be this, I don't know, antique rose color. And it just looks better with that dark green and the black trim. It was just getting weird, so it was feeling very military. And so I just decided this really soft pink. It's not garish. I think it looks really good, and it needs 2 coats. I gotta paint the back of the door, which I don't want to do, but gotta do it anyway. I'm just using satin white. All I have is flat paint, and you don't want to paint your door with a flat paint. You'll never get it clean. And now I'm not taking all this off. I'm not going to do it. I don't feel like it. It's going to rain. I got a good paint hand. I'll just go around all the hardware. I absolutely hate blending paint. If I get it on the doorknob, what I do is I just get some toilet paper, put it around my fingernail, and get it off that way. I try not to get it on there, but this is a really weird position to be in, trying to film and do this. But that's all. I really just did not feel like mudding and taping and painting. I'm just getting worn out. of all this painting and this and that. It's just too much. It's just getting long in the tooth, you know. You just want this whole thing done, but it's all this little stuff. I guess it's going to need 3 coats. Thanks, Glidden. It looks better. It's not perfect, but it's better. When I have more time, I'll be able to just gut this whole trailer, jack it up, level it, fix it right, and put in drywall or something, or maybe some board or something, hardy plank, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna wait for this to dry again, and then I'll put on the 3rd coat, and I'll be done with this. Now I'm gonna repair the cabinets and call it good for today.